What's up, everybody? Andrew Weston here, back again with yet another lightsaber review, and holding the camera, aka my phone, is my good friend Swift Darkwing, if that's what he wants to be called.
Yeah, that's what I've been going with, so yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay, so look at this thing. I especially love the clawed emitter here that actually came from a different form of lightsaber, but basically the only thing that differed from it, basically, if I were to take this, all these came from the same lightsaber build. This emitter came from a different one, and it was all on Argo sabers, which I will link down in the description if you want to check them out, which I highly recommend. They ship to anywhere in Canada, and the prices are actually very good for what you're getting. So, we're gonna put this back on, but first, I just need you to listen to this. Oh, that is just beautiful. It's like a tuning fork. And then you pretty much hear that sound everywhere when you're making this one. So, hopefully that doesn't annoy you. So, and I especially love the sleeve, which, if you look at these tiny screws in here, they can be removed, so the sleeve can actually come off. It is optional, and the grooves down here are actually very comfortable for your fingers to grab onto, with or without the sleeve. And this isn't just an ordinary pommel, it's actually a coupler, meaning that I can basically put this on any way that I want. It doesn't really matter, because I'm going to use my friend Swift Darkwing saber as a demonstration for this, but I think it would be better if we just cut to that. Just 1 second, please. And here we go. Thanks to the coupler pommel, I can connect a second lightsaber and basically go all Darth Maul on people. And it feels so good, especially with these little areas that I can just slide my fingers into. It feels so good. Alright, so I think we should get to the part that you really want to see, what this thing looks like with a blade attached. Let's get to that one now. Okay, so we just got the blade attached, and I also added the pommel that I've been using for my other lightsaber. So let me know how
fresh off of this one.
Yes. So let me know what you guys think. I personally love the way that this looks. I like how it adds a little bit of extra length, so it kind of allows you to kind of divide the hands in between the sleeve, and I think it works really well. So before we get to the fun part, I'm afraid there's still one more thing I want to go over, and that is the controls. So basically this highlighted button here, this is how you're going to be doing all the functions on the lightsaber. So as you can see, it is highlighting red right now. If it were not highlighting red, that would mean that the lightsaber is completely off. You would have to press and hold the button for about 3 seconds, and then it will, okay.
Would you care to demonstrate with one that's not already turned on?
Yes. So if you were, so you can see this one's already off. Just hold it for 3 seconds.
Maybe.
Is your lightsaber dead?
No. Here. There we go.
And that would mean that it's ready to turn on. Ignore that sound, please.
Oh.
Okay. I swear I'm an accident waiting to happen. So, now that we've got our lightsaber turned on, we're ready to actually activate it. So, if you were to press and hold this down for 1 second, then that would adjust the volume. There's no sound, loud sound, and softer sound. And basically anything that you switch, and by pressing and holding the button, it just cycles through it. So, if I press and hold for 1 second again. So for the sake of this, we're going to keep it on softer sound, because that's usually what you're going to want. So if I press and hold it for 2 pulse, you heard it say pulse.
Stable.
unstable. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't really emphasize the UN in unstable, but that means the blade would flicker, as well as it would pulse. But with pulse, it would be a lot more intense. Now, for this one, stable would mean that you would just have a constant light going, and that's what we're going to stick with. And then finally, if you press and hold it for 3 seconds, with giving you 3 pulses while the lightsaber is turned on, it will give you the different sound fonts. And by the way, that is what it looks like when you actually turn it on. I did not mean to do that, but I just really love how the blade looks with the clawed emitter. It just looks incredible. So, I'm just going to turn this one off for now. So, while it's off, that would be the different sound fonts. There's one based on Ben Solo from, of course, the sequel trilogy. Next sound font would be...
That lightsaber was Luke's.
That would be the Skywalker saber.
Specifically from the sequel trilogy, because it did have a separate sound.
Yes, it did. So switch the sound font again. There's quite a few.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You're not a Jedi yet.
As you can tell, that would be Darth Vader's lightsaber.
I have the exact same sound card on mine, so I can tell you that there are 6 total, and he's already showed you what? 4?
3.
Technically 4, because when you activated the saber at the wrong time.
Yeah, okay. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So... Man, you gotta hit these things really hard in order to get the sound.
It depends.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
That would give you...
The growling sound of Kylo Ren's unstable lightsaber.
See, this would work a lot better if I had the unstable blade. And actually...
Unstable is considerably more intense than what you're seeing right now.
Yes, but for the sake of those who may have epileptic seizures, we will not put it on unstable.
No.
Pulse is the most intense that we will give.
Yeah.
So, we'll switch it back.
Stable. Stable.
Now, we're back to stable. The next sound font...
You have something I want.
The Darksaber from the Clone Wars and Rebels.
And The Mandalorian Season 1.
Yes, and The Mandalorian. That's right. So, I had this one. Sorry.
I wouldn't have held my arm out if I didn't intend on you to hit it, so.
And I believe this is the last one.
I'm Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is the sound font that I prefer to use. So that's basically the sound fonts that you're going to get. Now, there are some extra functions that you can do while the blade is on. If you just press the button, it'll be as if the lightsaber is deflecting blaster fire. If you hold it for 2 pulses, you can see nothing's happening now. But if after you press it for 2 pulses, and you press and hold the button again,
Now it's blue.
see, the greatest thing that I find with these lightsabers is that you're not restricted to just one color. You're able to change the color on a color wheel at any time that you want. So you can go green, blue, white, even purple like Mace Windu, yellow, and of course, red. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I prefer to have my lightsaber green. And then once you... So obviously let go of the button once you have the color you want, and then just press it once, the blaster fire, and that will lock that color into place. Now, if you were to press and hold the button for just one pulse... I'm sorry, I didn't do that there. Now, I'm going to direct your attention here on the table. I'm going to use the light coming off of it. See, if you were to press and hold the button for 1 pulse, and then press the button again, the lightsaber will basically do a strobe light of pure white, as if you're in a lightsaber lock. But again, for the sake of those who may have epileptic seizures or any other conditions based on that, we will not show that either. So
It can also be used for emulating deflecting force lightning.
that too. So, alright, direct your attention away from that again. And then once you're in the lock, just press the button again and it will go back to normal. And then, of course, finally, 1, 2, 3 pulses, we'll turn off the lightsaber. Well, we'll shut down the light. We'll turn off the lightsaber, but not completely shut it down. You can basically only do this while the lightsaber is active. You want to hold the button down for 10 seconds. And we'll just wait for this to come up.
Trying to get to the pommel so we can hear it.
The resistance is dead. The war is over.
That basically indicates that the lightsaber is 100% off. Okay, so I believe we went over everything with this lightsaber. I am so impressed with the clawed emitter, the sleeve, the grooves here on the handle, and I really like this pommel on it. Again, let me know what you think of it, if you prefer this or the coupler, and it's just got an overall great feel to it. I would like to personally thank Argo Sabers for supplying me with this lightsaber. It is an incredible piece of work. And again, I will be providing a link to Argo Sabers in the description below. So if you ever want to check out their stuff and you live in Canada, because they ship all over Canada, feel free to check it out and you will not be disappointed by what they have to offer. Once again, I'm Andrew Weston. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.